Alright folks, welcome back to Malmo, and you join me for quite a challenge. Celtic at home, Champions League, third qualifying round, leg one. This is going to be a tough tie, tricky tie. We played one game since you saw us finally manage to put Luban out of our minds. 2-0 away victory over Sirius. 2 goals, very close together, although either side of half time. So yeah, Lucas Hurler with the goal for us and an own goal from a Rosenberg cross. Rosenberg picking up a knock there, Bruce Shin or something like that. So a doubt for today. He's only just come back in, and you can see there his conditioning wise not so good. But luckily Strandberg is back. He's had a broken season so far. Quite a few injuries he's picked up. I'll see you pitch side in just a minute with the team. We'll probably run through both sides to see exactly what Celtic have got in their armoury this time round. With you in a minute. So there we have it then. Jezza moves out to the right side. Strandberg comes into the middle, and we just put Rosenberg onto the bench. Other than that, the only change is on the bench, and Durham comes in, and we drop Toivonen from the side completely. At this point, I just wanted to keep a bit more energy in the midfield in case we need it. Bashir and Mangala will start. For Celtic, you can see their side. It's not too dissimilar to what they already actually play. Interesting, Scott Brown at right back. I don't know how often he actually plays there in real life, but there he is now. Darmian, as we touched on last episode, at left back. Armstrong and Griffiths leading the line. Interestingly, no Dembele, so they got that right. Scott Sinclair on the bench, James Forrest, Nitcham, Gamboa, Sviatchenko. So that, and yeah, a good team. Hopefully, we don't lose the midfield battle because they've got a lot of bodies in there. We're going to say we expect to win. We're lying, but we're not going to tell the boys we're lying. Fingers crossed we can get something on the board to take with us to Celtic, and we're not too intimidated by what is effectively a really good team and a very difficult opposition at this stage of qualifying. Too early, really, too early. But that's the mark of being in the unseeded side of the draw. Literally points. We had 25.8 something, and then into the seeded, the bottom team in that slot was 26.1. So if we can have another good year, or maybe another in next year, if we don't manage to make it through this time, hopefully we can progress up the coefficient ladder. And as Celtic head the ball away, McGregor, I'm going to have names I can say, although I never could do Rogic in midfield. Brawson now on this right side goes long. He's looking for where Rosenberg usually patrols, but he's not there today. He's sat on the bench with his big coat on. Bashiru out left now to Dykes, already on a card for some reason. Mitchell Dykes crosses, Strandberg's under it. Jezza side foots in. It's a great start for Malmo, 15th minute of the game. Celtic find themselves 1 goal down at Malmo. Jezza with the goal. Big Jez with the finish. Bashiru there. Plays it out left. You can see passes completed for Celtic very low. So hopefully we're intimidating them, the crowd. Headed down by Strandberg and slotted past the goalkeeper, who's already on his knees. Corner ball now. Bashiru's cross. Gokhangule's under it but won't win it. Mangala to Brawson, who's coming out, and Jezza snatched at that one a little bit, flung it over the crossbar. A goal kick now. Jagoski out to Gokhangule. Dykes now. Freedom of this left side. They're not coming out to him, and he sends Hurler on his way. Lucas Hurler, a little bit of a snatched effort again, dragged it. Didn't really connect as he would have liked. Maybe would have been better going with the right foot. And another goal kick. Jagoski goes straight to Dykes this time, cutting out Gokhangule. And Dykes again coming forward. Gets a little bit fortunate there, but breaks for him. Hurler crosses. Strandberg had to generate all the power on it and never really troubled Gordon. And it is Gordon's goal kick. He goes long now towards this to Armstrong, who lets it run, but Brawson collects. Nielsen, Bashiru, Mangala out left now to Dykes. He's finding a lot of space. Whether that's Scott Brown's problem, I don't know, but Jez is up and he heads it down for Carlos Strandberg, who rifles into the roof of the net. Carlos Strandberg doubles Celtic's margin of defeat. I can't even say the words. Doubles Malmo's lead. That's the easiest way of saying it. Or doubles Celtic's challenge at this stage. Jezza heading that down beautifully, and Strandberg very aware to pick that one up and score, get himself on the score sheet. Vindheim's corner. Hurler heads down. Mangala has an effort, but it's deflects and it falls to Hurler. Goes all the way to the byline, crosses, Mangala's under it and heads at goal, but Gordon claims it. These are chances, these are big chances. I don't know, was it the actual chance though? Craig Gordon takes the kick out of his hands. Nowhere in particular. He's been watching Jack Butland. Hurler, Strandberg now. Oh, it's well tipped wide. Lovely control by Strandberg. He's still in the young. He's had a few injuries, as we said, but he just heads that one over crossbar. He's still young. He's still got time on his side to really progress and push forward. Of course, he was attracting interest of clubs like Feyenoord. Won't be long before that comes back if he can maintain that kind of quality. Griffiths out left now to Darmian. That's a great tackle by Bashiru, showing the man who's boss. And Jezza is in behind Strandberg. Left now to Dykes, who's got the freedom of the Svedbank. Crosses, Hurler's there, just lets it controlled finish, caressed in off his right foot. And we take a 3-goal lead in the first half. 42 minutes on the clock. They're letting Dykes wander, and he's got the quality to turn them and finish them. I'm still amazed that we managed to get Mitchell Dykes, to be quite honest. I think he's a cut above Lee Griffiths now. Hopefully we can go in at half-time with at least this intact as Dykes sends Hurler on his way. Finds Strandberg. Jezza now! Great save by Craig Gordon. That could have been the tie. Signed, sealed and delivered. But it was well kept out, and the corner ball probably will come to nothing. If you've watched Football Manager or played it, you'll know why. Corners, unless it's the first highlight, a secondary corner is not worth watching. You may as well go have your pie. And that's half-time, 3-0. We couldn't have asked for better. Look at those stats. We've absolutely bossed it. What a great way to see our way through, negotiate the first quarter of this qualifying tie. We'll tell the boys to keep focused. It's confused a couple of the players, and that's not gone too well. We'll see if we can talk around Carlos. We can. He now looks happy. The only player is Broughson. Come on, Franz. You can understand what I mean. Celtic are better than us. Well, I mean, you wouldn't know it looking at but you get what I mean. Craig Gordon, goal kick, goes out to the left side, to our right. Armstrong collects, but he was crowded out, but we couldn't deal with the clearance, but that's a poor one. Dykes sends it up towards Hurler, brings it down. Jez has found a little bit of pocket space, but he's tackled well. Darmian there doing his job. Masonda finds Darmian left side, and Celtic will look to build. Here's Armstrong. Looks to thread the ball through to his new strike partner, Forrest. Dragged effort, but his first real sign of intent from Celtic. They'll be looking for an away goal, which could really alter the complexion of this tie. We're going to make a change. You can see Mangala's had a great game, but he's looking a little bit tired. We're going to bring on Big Kevin Dorham, just for fresh legs in the middle. And straight away a highlight. Here we go. Hurler to Bashiru. Back to Hurler. Finds Dorham. He's got a lot of space. Threads it through. That's a ball behind Vindheim, but he might be able to recover it. And we're going to have to basically start the move again. Dykes. Hurler could cross Vindheim, and it's just over the crossbar. Not the man you really want attacking that ball on that far side, your right wing back. But he was in the right place at the right time. And we're going to make another change, and it is probably going to be Vindheim who we take off. Again, he's had a good game. Well, I mean, everybody has. So I don't know why I'm saying that. We're going to bring on the new boy. Lucas Kerbler comes on for the final 20 minutes. And a corner ball now. Bashiru's cross. Headed away. McGregor collects it on the edge of the area and sends Forrest, interestingly, superbly controlled. And Forrest might have done better if Luke for a strike partner, but blazed it wide. We'll pause there, and we'll make our final change of the game. We're going to take off... Who shall we take off? I think we're going to take off Strandberg and bring on Rosenberg, and we're going to just restore Jezza to the middle of the attack for these final 10 or so minutes. A throw in now. There's not long to go. Hopefully we don't concede, because an away goal, as I say, really does change the complexion. Hurler might have found an angle to shoot there, but he went back to Dykes, and the move breaks down. Here's Armstrong. Sends Forrest down this flank. Forrest has been a bit of a bright spark for Celtic. Finishing's not the best, though, is it? That's a questionable finish, and there still will be moments more. Gokengul goes left now to Dykes. He's been less of an attacking influence this half, certainly. As poor control by Durham, and Masonda will bring it away. He's been injured the entire game. Well, you can see he's wearing headband there. And James Forrest again is questionable finishing from Forrest. costing Celtic dearly. They've been better this second half, but not good enough. I think we're going to be able to see this through and take a 3-goal lead to Celtic, and that's not a bad effort from Bashir, who sends it over the crossbar, and that should be game. 3 goals, a 3-goal head start. You know they'll come at us, and you know they'll come strong, but we should hopefully be able to negotiate that tie. If we score, I think we win. If we score. So that's excellent, I think. The next video, we've obviously got an Allsvenskan game against Cerebro. Who cares? Well, I care actually, but you know we're bossing this, but we're 20 points clear. You know, I think we can count our chickens on that one. So Celtic, yeah, away in that second leg. Hopefully we can make the third or the playoff round and push on in Europe. Really get that coefficient up to make sure that we aren't a side that's having to qualify from quite so deep in the competition. Certainly at least be seeded. So, yep, do pop a like on there for me. A 5-3-0 victory over Scottish giants Celtic. For a Swedish side to manage that is impressive, despite Scottish side struggles in Europe in recent years. You know, beating them on FM is always a challenge when you're managing a side like Malmo. So do pop a like on there for me as well. Any subscriptions as well. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It takes but a second. And if you hit the little bell icon that's just next to it, you'll also get a little notification on your desktop or on email or whatever it is on your app that lets you know when there's a new video available, which is pretty much daily. So it's worth doing. Yeah. Let's push on. Let's go to Celtic Park and let's record another victory over Scotland. Come on, Malmo. I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.